Hey guys, Jess Halocouture. Today I'm going to go over the differences between the layered 14-inch and the original 16-inch. So many of you are trying to decide between the two when we're consulting, and they're so similar but structured differently, so I understand why it's hard to make a decision. So I can wear both, I do wear both, and I like them both for different reasons. I'm going to show you, this is a 16-inch original, just a custom root on this one, and this is a balayage layered 14-inch. So right off the bat, the biggest difference between the layered and the original is the thickness and how it is structured. But you should know that Halocouture just named the layered one layered. But if you purchase from me with the original, I still cut layers into it. So it's not a decision of whether you need a halo with layers in it or not. It's just what it's called, the original and the layered. So kind of forget that. But how the layered one is structured is that it has, see how much thicker this weft part is compared to this one? It has more rows in it, and it's structured in tiers. So the layered is that it's really a pre-layered halo. I don't know if this makes sense. Okay, so look at this. So you see how it's thicker in the middle and then it tapers off at the ends? It's because most of the weight on the layered halos is through the middle. So if you're trying to bridge a blunt cut at your chin, or you have a lot of fullness here, but then you taper off, then we're gonna use this one to blend that the most naturally. Since it's this thicker one, right now this would pretty much match my length and just give me a lot of fullness, which is what I wear it for. And then the original 16-inch, you'll see that it's flatter through here, and then the weight is at the bottom. So lengthwise, you'll see how close they are in length, even though they're a 2-inch difference. But if I'm gonna go with the original 16-inch and cut it to a 14, it's because I want most of the weight to go to the bottom. So if you're pretty full through here and we just need to blend more like collarbone and down, then I'm gonna go with an original 16-inch. So let me just show you a visual, because that will be much easier to understand. Okay, so I'm gonna part it. They weigh about the same. If you're wondering how it feels on your head, they truly are comparable, almost the exact same. So original 16-inch. Placer. And before I put my hair down, I want to show you the shape. So you see how you cannot see it on the sides at all? It's because this one lays super flat to my head on the sides, and then it gets thicker at the bottom. So if I saw someone with my hair in person, I would say, oh, you have fine hair, but a lot of it, and your ends are pretty thick and full. So for the longest time, I thought that I couldn't wear an original 16-inch because my hair was already pretty full. But it's perfect for me because where I'm the thickest is about here, and that transitions this the most naturally. But let's say you have super, super fine hair, you still can get either one. Layered and original doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do the thicker option. It's just we might do a root on it or something to blend better. Okay, so you can see it all the way down. And you see how simple that is? It's truly just one step. These are the best. I don't like clip-ins, or I have to go through and like clip every single one and tease my hair and blend it and all the things. So, okay, so here's the original. You can see on the sides it blends really, really well. And I am considered fine texture, but a lot of hair. So that says a lot that this can still blend both. And then let me show you the back. Let me brush it first. Okay. So both would totally work. Oh, I love this one. Okay, so this is the best option if we are looking for fullness at your ends, and I'm gonna wanna cut it shorter and add some layering, or if you have really, really fine hair and you just want like a natural thickness all over, then because it lays so flat to your head and I can add custom layering to it, it can add, you know, a good amount of length. Let's say your hair was like here, and it would still look super, super natural. That is one huge plus from ordering with me, is that we customize every single one. So we can custom root, we can at the very minimum tone, cut it according to your haircut. Okay, let me show you the layered. So this one is the thicker option, and it is the thickest cheekbone, chin area. So this one I personally just wear for fullness. But if you, let's say you have lots of breakage, or you had a really short haircut and you were growing it out, but you see like a bunch of little wispies through here, you would probably love a layered, because it would transition those layers seamlessly without even really needing to do much to your hair. And when you're styling these, less is more. So you want to just put a bend in your hair. You don't have to fully curl it if you want to. Okay, so look at the shape. See how immediately when I put it on, you can see the sides more full? That's where it is the thickest. So if I'm trying to transition something here, that's what I'm gonna go for. But it's a good visual to see both of them side by side. Okay. And like I said, the weight difference between the two, like grams, it's significant, but as far as how it feels on your head, it is truly the same. So honestly, lots of people, when we do in-person consults, they're like, gosh, I don't know which one. I'm like, well, it doesn't matter, because whichever one you get, you're probably gonna want the other one at some point, because they're different, but they're both so comfortable. Okay, so this one, just fullness for me. I have the ends almost straight so I can get the most length out of it. I want it the most full, but a lot of you are like, I want volume. I just wish I had more volume up here. So even though the halo doesn't go on the top of your head, and it starts about here, which I always say about 3 fingers above your ear is where the weft is gonna start, it kind of props my hair up. So it feels like I have more volume than I do. So let me show you the back. Totally transitions nicely. I'd say if you're torn between the two, not sure which one to go with, the layered halos, meaning just the thicker version of the halos, are always gonna be the easiest to blend no matter what. If you have like super, super, super beyond fine thin hair and don't want any major thickness right here, you just want it to lay as flat as possible, then we would go with an original. There's also, you know, a 12-inch to get a shorter option. So I just wanted to show you the comparison between the two and reiterate that the name layered does not mean that we can't layer the original halo. It's just what they're called. So the biggest difference is grams and how it is structured. But keep in mind that we can customize, custom cut, custom color, whatever you need. So if this is your first time seeing these, go to halobybjess.com. There's a button that says inquire, and you can fill out that form and I'll reach out to you directly, get some pictures, videos, and we can figure out which color would be best for you and just answer all of your questions. So I would love to help you out. These are amazing. I hope this helped, knowing which one would be best for what your goals are, and let me know if you have any questions.